Man, so Fantom has broken through the important resistance level at $3.14, which is really impressive. Can we head to $3 and $3.50 and create new time highs? At the same time, we've got Bitcoin struggling. I've just seen something in the charts which raises a few alarm bells, which I have to bring to your attention, but things are looking super good for Fantom. We're going to head into the Fantom chart. I'm going to show you what you see, and I'm going to show you when I think we can break $3.50 and where I think we can go from there. So let's take a quick look here. We have to obviously remember this is weekend volume, guys, so I'm going to caveat this video with that. On a Sunday and a Saturday, you will get low volume, so don't be surprised to see if the market wants to change its mind or change its direction tomorrow. You always have to take things with a pinch of salt on the weekend. And as you can see here on Bitcoin on the 4 hourly here, guys, you remember in my last few videos I said we have to create higher lows. So you remember this low, we created a higher low, but we need to create higher highs. I wanted to see a high above 44,500. And unfortunately, it looks like we're struggling to do that. We're seeing some resistance here from the 43,000 and 43,500 mark here by this yellow line I've got drawn here. And you can see now the price action is starting to struggle at this level. We're starting to see some rejection points. And now again, the 4 hour EMA ribbon is starting to act like resistance. We're struggling to get volume to break through it. And so we have to look at some downward targets again. Are we going to come back down to 41,600 level at the yellow line again? Are we going to come back down to test the wedge worst case scenario, or can we push through some volume on a Monday morning and start heading up to 45,900 here at the next support level? That is what we need now. We need to break through 43.5, create a new high, and then I want to see us get through this resistance level at 45,907. That's what we're looking at on Bitcoin. And I'm going to pull up the Fantom chart now, guys, and what you can see here on Fantom is a massive move. You remember I said I was worried that we may be forming an M pattern, okay? Again, I had to bring that to your attention. Even though I didn't think it was very likely, I had to mention this was the pattern we were forming. But as you can see, perfectly timed, we got the bounce from our EMA ribbon here on the 4 hourly, and you can see just how beautiful a move this was. We got rejected the first time at $3.14. We came back down, we lost our EMA ribbon. We collected support here from our 200 moving period here on the 4 hourly chart. We then flipped our EMA ribbon bullish, rejected again from 314, came down, got some support from our EMA ribbon, and now look at this candle breaking through here on the daily candle through our $3.14 resistance level. You can see now all-time highs at this green level at $3.15. We're not too far from here, and it's just further signs that Fantom is moving from strength to strength. We looked at the total value locked yesterday. Everything is looking really impressive here, and now we can start consolidating back up to $3.50. Now, don't be surprised to see if we get a little bit of a calling off, guys. Again, two options here in terms of a calling off. We could just retest the support line at $3.14 on the yellow line and bounce off of it, which would be fine. Alternatively, we could even come back down to our EMA ribbon. Those are the things we want to look out for here on Fantom, okay? So we need to keep an eye on those. Let's also take a look at the daily chart here on Fantom, because as you can see on the daily, we've got a really good extension here now on our EMA ribbon. So you can see from our EMA ribbon, we've got some really good extension. Let's just clean up some of these lines. Boop, boop. Let's go there. And there we go. Perfect. So now we can see that from here on our EMA ribbon, we've got some good extension here, okay? So even if we got a calling off down, we're perfectly fine. And that is why I've continued to remain super bullish on Fantom, because even if Bitcoin has some downward momentum, we've got room here to move to the downside, even back down to 260, even down, I remember I said to 237, and we're still good on Fantom. And that's what I always look for. I always look for the downside risk and whether that would get me worried. And right now, even if Bitcoin had, a bigger correction down to the violet wedge, I'm pretty happy here. If this were traced down and collected some support at 237, I would be a buyer for more. But obviously on the plus side, if we can continue running here and continue to have this exponential move to the upside through $3.50, then things get excited in terms of what we could see as potential price targets. So if I pull this up on my other chart, you can see here I've got my Fibonacci extensions, and you guys will remember that I set this price target of $4.33 off my 1.618 Fibonacci level here on Fantom. Now obviously, it's probably not likely that we'll head straight to that first. We need to clear all-time highs. Once we've cleared all-time highs, I want to see us get to $3.67 at the 1272 Fibonacci level. Naturally from here we may see a rejection before building some strength back towards $3.94. But remember, once we get to $3.94, $3.94, you're going to get the psychological resistance of $4 as well. So that is the pathway for Fantom. As long as we see continued bullish action here from Fantom, that's going to be exciting to the upside. We'll continue to monitor that from here. Of course, it would be really useful if at this point we can get Bitcoin moving to the upside, because that would help accelerate Fantom's movement to the upside, because I'm just a bit cautious about how long this upward movement can last for, given a decoupling situation where Bitcoin is struggling and Fantom still having these green days. That makes me a little bit nervous. So I do want to see Bitcoin start to level off, start to create those higher highs like I showed you in the charts, and then we can have some further confidence behind the moves we're seeing here on Fantom. But one thing is for sure, like I've continued to say every single, like for the last few months here, layer one narratives is the hot narrative right now. You can see institutional money is really piling into the best layer one narratives right now. And that's not going to change, guys. That's going to be super important going forward. And we have to keep an eye on that moving forward as well. I hope you guys found this impromptu update useful. If you like this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.